Hi, welcome to Saving America's Pets. I'm Holly Sizemore, Chief Mission Officer for Best Friends Animal Society, and this is Rose, my co-host, who says hit that subscribe button. Today, we are going to hear from two amazing leaders on how they helped one of the largest cities in the U.S. reach the no-kill benchmark, and that's sunny LA. No-kill can be thought about in two ways. It's a common sense benchmark and a community ethic. The benchmark of a 90% save rate serves the core, but more difficult to quantify, ethical goal of saving the life of every dog and cat who can be saved. Unfortunately, for far too long, some of the public and even local governments put too much of the life-saving burden directly onto the shoulders of the shelters themselves, when in fact the problem is a societal one, and the solution is dependent upon societal support. Let's look a little deeper into why a 90% benchmark. Typically, the number of pets who are suffering from irreparable medical or behavior issues that compromise their quality of life and prevent them from being rehomed is not more than 10% of all dogs and cats entering shelters. So at Best Friends, we automatically designate shelters meeting the 90% save rate benchmark as no-kill. The core goal, however, is that every shelter has the resources and the community support it needs to save every dog and cat who truly can be saved. It means homeless pets are adopted into loving homes. It means providing medical care to animals who can be healed. It means identifying and addressing behaviors that can be treated and prioritizing a high quality of life for animals and people in our communities. It means that our compassionate shelter workers have to euthanize an animal only when that animal is suffering from an irreparable medical or dangerous behavioral condition. In many cases, shelters who meet the no-kill benchmark go on to achieve even higher save rates. And occasionally a shelter may be following no-kill principles and practices, but due to operating specialized programs like emergency pet ambulance services, neonatal kitten nurseries, or hospice services, may not reach the actual benchmark. Today, nearly half of U.S. shelters have reached the benchmark, and in 2020, one of our largest cities achieved it, and that's Los Angeles. We have two women here with us who worked tirelessly to help make it happen in LA. Jen Pimentel, Executive Director of Best Friends Los Angeles, and Annette Ramirez, Assistant General Manager for LA Animal Services. Jen, Annette, how does it feel to have achieved this amazing no-kill benchmark milestone? I know you, your teams, and all the other amazing coalition partners have been working so hard. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. It feels like we won $1 million. This would not have been possible without so many people, specifically LA Animal Services and this woman right here, who I call a close friend and colleague, Annette Ramirez. Feels good, but we have a lot of work to do to keep it going.
Yeah, just so much of a ditto. It's like, it does feel so great that we've reached this point, but at the same time, it's like our work's not done yet. We have so much work to continue with our life-saving efforts. And, but because of this group that we've built here in LA, this community that's dedicated to helping us with life-saving, I feel really confident. It's just, we got a lot of work still left ahead of us.
So there's more work to be done, and the amazing animal welfare partners and your teams have worked so hard. How has the general community, the general public, stepped up to help out?
The community is probably our largest partner in the momentum with our life-saving efforts. Throughout the pandemic, we put out the call to action to the community, and they're the ones that stepped up in every way they could by stepping up to help us with programs like Home to Home, Shelter at Home, our safety net fostering, and they made our intake diversion so successful, continuing to work together with the community and building a community-centric sheltering model, expanding the walls of what is very finite within our facilities to this infinite possibility of the community is just monumental. And, the community really is the biggest partner that we have in our life-saving efforts.
You say there's a lot of work to be done. What's next? What has you most excited? What has you most nervous?
Goodness, what's next? I don't know. It's like, what isn't next? We continue to expand our programming for resources for the community. And I think my goal and my vision for what I see for animal services is that we're the hub that when someone needs something with their pet, they come to us for help. Whether that be help with behavior modification or training or medical care for their pet, they know that they can come to us and that we're going to have resources. And it's not necessarily us providing all of this work and effort, but it's our community members, our partners, other organizations that are out there that want to be a part of this life-saving effort that have specialties that they could offer to the community, and us just being able to say, these are all the options you have that's going to help you either be a better pet owner or help you and your family get through this situation that you're facing and keep your family together.
I really think about how we achieved this benchmark and this milestone, and I think it was certainly not the way that we expected it to happen. We had been really, really close to that 90% save rate for a few years, and we're able to finally cross the I'm not going to say the finish line, but I guess the race line for the first time. And I think part of it is really maintaining that 90%, right? Last year we hit a 90.49%, and making sure that we're able to maintain that and prove that we can do this with all of the things we learned in a year that is going to have its own challenges as we sort of reopen. I think that there's a lot of lessons that we learned and are going to continue to apply to this year and beyond. And I'm just really excited to see what we can come up with. I think that as an animal sheltering and animal welfare community, we really needed a little bit of a reset and that nudge to start to do things a little bit differently. And in a really strange way, I think we're actually a lot better for it. And I think one of the key things will be just to continue to really communicate with our partners and the public, the community, and let them know what we really need, because that really worked for us last year.
Well, congratulations to both of you. And if you were to give advice to someone else who wants to help their community get to no kill, what's the best piece of advice you could give them? We will hear Annette's advice in our next episode. So join us and please hit like and subscribe.